on this computer. Always ask me if I want to record on the cloud. Let me let you into a little secret, Brad. There is no cloud. It's just someone else's computer.
No way.
No, I know. Freaky, huh? Who knew? Right, let's get in. Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Taylor, and you are listening to the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast, your weekly digest of hobby goodness. With me as guest host this week on the Marvel Card Collectors Podcast is Brad Galli. And the reason I've started looking this way is because I've got to read this properly. You're the sports director at WXYZ Detroit.
That's correct. You got it right.
It's because I'm reading it off your Twitter feed. That's why. Now, can you answer me a question? Why do American TV stations always have like crazy letters like WXYZ? It's just, I mean, it literally is the last four letters of the alphabet. Surely
I'm
doesn't
supposed to
stand
know
for
this.
anything.
I'm supposed to know this. Now you put me on the spot to start off, and I failed the communications lesson here. It started with radio stations. It was the way to get the signal out with call signals, but there's something more to it. I will do my homework, and by the
I'm
next
just
episode,
curious to know, because it's one of the things you see. You see people take the mickey out of it in pop culture all the time on films and things like that. You know, it's like a random. I'm sure somewhere online there is a TV station name generator that
there's a
you
reason
could
for
kind
it.
of do it. Yeah, there probably is a reason for it. Listen, your background is so much nicer than mine at the moment. Mine is still just like a mess of stuff because we are still having the house remodeled. But you have got all sorts of finery behind you,
Well, this
all
was
sorts
my
of sports
at-home
related.
studio for months during 2020, so I
Oh,
had to kind of
okay.
spruce it up and make it look nice.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be all spruced up soon. Once we are about to have the garage just out there converted into podcast studio
Oh, nice.
and
Wow.
games room. So I will. So this will look a heck of a lot better soon, folks. So this week we are going to talk about WandaVision, the new set from Upper Deck, based on the Marvel Studios TV show. And we have literally just mere moments ago opened this box on Instagram. So you can
A
go and
nice
have a look
looking
at that
box.
if you want. Yeah, it is a nice looking box. I mean, listen, do you mind me saying how many of these you've opened, or do you want to
Oh,
say?
go for it. I did a case. I opened a case
You did a
and a
case. Okay.
couple loose boxes. Yeah.
Okay. And what was your goal? What were you hoping for?
I was really hoping to get a couple autographs that would make me smile. I wanted to get maybe one that I hadn't had before
Okay.
that I knew I would want to keep. And I really wanted to get either an Elizabeth Olsen or an Elizabeth Olsen duel with somebody else. Because if you're going to open cards, why would you go in with low expectations? I'm an
Mm-hmm.
optimistic person, Ian, and so I shot for the moon. I got the first one accomplished. I got a couple autographs of people I did not have that will find their place in my collection, but I did not get the Elizabeth Olsen. Not yet.
Not yet. Well, I know you're tenacious, as we saw from your Avengers Endgame exquisite run. So I'm pretty sure that you'll land it sooner or later.
Well, we'll see. That's to the credit of a lot of people in the group that you guys have created. So maybe some trades are in the future.
Yeah, no, I listen. I believe in Brad. I'm a galley believer. So, that doesn't quite
There's
work,
one.
does it? Does it work? Does it work? The reason I said that is because before we started recording, I was talking about because the day we record, we're talking. It's the championships
Yeah.
games, the divisional championship games for the NFL this evening. And funnily enough, I've gone for the two opposite teams than you've gone for. So
Yeah, I don't know
I
if we
was
should say them because this will come out well after, and
I
one of us
know,
will look
I
like a
know.
fool.
Well, no, listen. I've been making myself look like a fool on this thing for 4 years, so why stop now? I said I was a Burrow believer. Now I don't know if that's a term that's used over there, but in the
Ooh.
UK, there's an NFL show presented by Osi Umenyiora, who used to play for the Giants,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and Jason Bell, who I believe was Giants and also Dallas, I want to say, or Houston. And they present a show over here in the UK. They live in the UK now.
Nice.
And they use the expression Burrow believer when they're doing their punditry.
I like it.
So yeah, that's where I come. So I'm a galley believer. I believe that you can do it. Let's cut to the chase. For those who didn't see the Instagram live, we didn't get an auto from this
No.
box. I don't want to keep everyone hanging on for the duration of this episode thinking, did they get one? Did they not get one? I did, however, get a rather fine stack of base cards. Nowhere near a complete 90 card set, but probably about half, maybe, assuming there's no dupes.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I did get, in my case, I'll be honest, the duplicates. I didn't complete as many sets as I thought I would, but I did complete a few of the sets in there. And then I mean, go to the highlight. What I think has been the biggest surprise in this, and that's the parallels, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to show folks who haven't seen them. I'm just going to show them a couple of the base cards so they can just see what's happening. Where's my camera? Sorry, I'm on a new laptop, and the camera used to be at the bottom of the screen in the left-hand side. Now it's where you expect it at the top, but by default, I always go to the bottom. So that they're nice. I mean, it's good, it's decent quality upper deck, stuff. I like it. It's got the little foil thing. I like the design of it. I think they probably had an easy swing at this because the design and the assets they had to work with from the show were kind of up there. You can't really go wrong with these in terms of the imagery.
We have to say this too as soon as we can. Like, I'm just happy there's a set out. I was one of the people in our Marvel card collectors group that was screaming for new sets. There's a great image of Wanda in that Scarlet Witch costume at Halloween. To their credit, they've been pushing and they've been trying to get the production slowdowns in the past.
Yeah.
And I know they've got a lot of sets that they're trying to get out in the first quarter and the first part of the year here. There's a lot of things out of Upper Deck's hands, as they've said on the podcast. A lot of the guys Grant have said on the podcast. But to go to the shop, my local shop, Ian, and to open a box of Marvel Cinematic Universe cards. My poor wife, I was so giddy all week. And she goes, "What are you so excited about?"
It's been a drought.
MCU cards are out.
It's been a drought. I mean, listen, Black Diamond spoiled us, quite frankly.
Yeah. Black Diamond was unbelievable.
Black Diamond was unbelievable. I'm still chipping away at it. It's nice. And they got some great images. Now, as is always the way with Upper Deck sets, the variations and the parallels usually come with some change up of the border here, but also of the finish. So in every pack, we got either a purple or a red parallel, and they have different foiling. So this is the red. So you can see there's a different red coloring there. And the foiling, I don't know if that's going to come through as well as it did on my phone on the Instagram. In fact, it's not coming through at all because there's no light source.
I love those.
But they are beautiful. And then there's the purple one. So this one, the red one, has got a kind of a wavy lightning style foiling, which just is simply not showing up. And then you've got the purple, and you can just about see it's kind of got this cross hatching kind of vibe, shiny vibe going on. They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning in hand. And you get one per pack. So there's a red and there's a purple. I'm absolutely certain that with EPAC release, there'll probably be a different foil variant as well.
Ooh, that's a good call.
Yeah, they usually do.
So as we review this product and we talk about it, Ian, the world we live in now with the card world and the breaks being almost king of how we see cards opened and people just shuffle through so they can get that colored numbered parallel. It's tough to do that in a product like this where they're trying to pack the value, as Grant and the team have told you guys on the podcast here. But I opened the boxes that I did, and I'm being completely honest. This isn't sort of a, let's blow some smoke up, Upper Deck's. Completely blown away. Truly, I was by the purple and red inserts.
Oh, they're absolutely stunning
into those packs.
Absolutely stunning. I'm just sorting through them now. I've got, so for, like I said, one per pack. So I got 7 reds. There they are.
Okay.
Shiny, which should mean I've got 8 purple. Or do I? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I didn't, because there were 2 film sales.
Right on. Yeah.
And of course they didn't have. So there's my purples. I've got to be honest, I'm tempted to take a run at a set, but I always say that, which is one of the reasons why I've just got to hold off and let that cool a bit, because otherwise I end up with loads of base sets. And I made a decision a few years ago, as I think you'll have heard on the show, to stop doing that, because you can't store them all.
No,
you just can't store them.
It gets a little busy in the house.
It's bonkers. I mean, you think about this. There's we're 24, 25, maybe 26 MCU movies in by now. At least 20 of those have had sets because they're a bit behind. some of them are vast, like the earlier sets, like the first Avengers movie was 180 cards.
Wow.
It's just huge. So,
I still haven't finished it. I'm chipping
that's
away at that one.
well, no, I just sold my set. I didn't know you needed it.
I didn't know either. Well, I didn't know that you had one, and then I saw that
Yeah.
you sold it. I said, "Darn it!"
Yeah, no, I sold it, and I'm actually sorry, mate, but I'm actually quite glad I sold it to someone relatively local because the thing was an absolute ton in weight.
Oh,
To mail. Sorry, I'm just sorting through my chase cards, getting ready for the next bit. So, yeah, so it takes up a lot of room. So this is why I've just gone for the shut up and play the hits section of my collecting, is what I call it. So in every pack, we were getting a chase card, I believe, of some description. Am I right? Yes, we
should be.
were.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
welcome to Westview. I've got 3 of these in the box. So these are the postcard styly inserts. They're fun. I like them. This one's numbered out 13, so I'm not sure exactly how many there should be. Although, wouldn't
One
it
has
be?
15, one has 18. I think Welcome to Westview has 15.
Yeah. Okay. Again, with the non fitting into a 9 pocket page layout.
I think they do. So I think all of the inserts go 15, 18, 9. I think it actually plots out perfectly so that it goes into if you put them all together and string them all
Oh, if you
together.
put them, yeah, I don't cross the streams like that though. I don't like having one set of chase set finish at card 14 and then starting and having 4 cards on the page from the next chase set. But that's just me. You know,
Yeah.
what can I say? I've just noticed I'm really beardy because we're having our bathroom remodeled, so I haven't been able to have a proper shave. Proper shave for weeks. And
People
this
listening
evening,
only probably think
I
that
get
you
to
have
do it.
some big
I
gangly
know.
beard, but you do not.
No, I don't. It just feels big. I mean, you're always clean shaven whenever I see you on tele, or or things. So, but I don't know if you've. This is 3 weeks worth, and it's significantly. I could store food in this thing now if I wanted to. So the next one, I got more of these. So these seems to be more common. Is we are an unusual couple.
Yeah,
So
those
they're
that
kind of nice.
I finished a few of those in my case.
Mm,
After a few boxes, you'll be able to get those.
yeah,
Uh, but
yeah.
that's
So
cool.
they're nice.
A lot from the last couple episodes too, which were emotional and um,
Yeah.
some good images.
Yeah, there are some good images. And I think, for me, that might be my angle of attack with this one. There's some images that I could see myself going for, like particular scenes or episodes or, just kind of styles. Obviously, I think the big one is people are going to be going for making mini rainbows
Yeah.
of that one.
Yeah.
Because, that's the one you throw a rock and you can hit someone using the gif of her doing that little wiggle in that outfit. And why not? So, and then we come to the 1 per box ones. I got a sword profile. So this is unnumbered.
Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo. Nice. I like this card. I really like it actually because the others feel very. This isn't meant to be a diss, but there's a certain kind of a pattern with how base sets and like the common chase sets happen. Variations on a theme from set to set. But this one is nice. It reminds me of one of the Captain Marvel inserts, although I can't remember which one for the life of me.
Yeah.
But I like it. I really like it. And he's a fun character. I've not read the stuff on the back yet. I am quite a fan of the Sword miniseries, the X-Men spin-off Sword miniseries that happened a few times. So I think this is different, obviously, because X-Men haven't made it to MCU yet. But no, I like these. I like these a lot. And you know what? That'll sit nicely alongside. You've got the San Diego Comic-Con Disney Plus preview set.
The most recent one I did not get.
The most recent one you didn't get?
No.
Well, let me hook you up, brother.
Okay.
Because I happen to have a spare.
Okay.
The very generous collector sent me one, and I already had one. So I'll pay it forward. I'll send it over to you. But no, the first one they did from Comic-Con in 21 when it was in October, that was the one that had the first cards from WandaVision, the first cards from Loki, and the first cards from Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So I'm misspeaking. That's the one I don't have. I don't have that.
That's the one you don't have. Okay,
so I don't have either, to be honest with you. I don't have this year's or 21.
Oh, no, you? Oh well, I can hook you up with the latter, which has got Moon Knight, What If, and
Oh, wow.
Hawkeye
Wow. Yeah, yeah.
in it. So if you're lucky, the pizza dog. I mean, we're going slightly off tangent from
That's
WandaVision
great.
here, but that's I've got a lucky the pizza dog card. I'm happy. Goes quite nicely with my goose card. Um, Suburban Synthozoid. So these are one per box, yeah.
Yep. All as far as I can tell, all Vision. I think I need one more on the set, but I would
Okay,
imagine all
which one?
Vision.
Do you know off the top of your head?
I think number two.
Well, this is number two, so that's
No, I have that one then.
do
Maybe
you?
number three. I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I do
anyway,
have that one.
I was going to say, obviously, any of these you need, my friend, they're yours. So those are the inserts, and then we had a numbered parallel. Now, I'm just going to pull up the if I can find it. I'm just going to pull up the sell sheet
Right on.
and pop it on the screen so that I can figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be seeing here. So here we go. So here's the sell sheet. We did look at this on the episode where we previewed all these sets. So you can see it on there if you want to spend more time over it. So here we are. So we had the red and purple parallel. So we did that on pattern foil board. Check. And then we've got numbered green, white, and black and white parallels. And that was our numbered hit per box.
And so you got the white one out of 99.
Out of
The
99.
black and white ones are out of 25. They are tough to recognize. And at your first glance, I had to stop you because you did
You
not
did.
recognize.
You did. So it is numbered 30 out of 99.
Yeah.
It's nice. I dig it. Like I said, for me, I'll probably just go for a very small rainbow of certain images from the set. I don't, much as I love Paul Bettany, I don't think it'll be that particular image. So that'll be on the trade block. But it's nice. And some crazy mofos do try to put together like base sets of the numbered parallels.
Yeah.
So someone will be jonesing for that, I'm sure. So let's go back. I'm going to flip back to the shell seat because I like it. I like doing so. So we got, in fact, funnily enough, that's exactly the green Suburban Synthozoid that I got.
Yep.
So, yep, can't argue with that. And so what I didn't get, and did you get this, any of the Wonders Reality or the Agatha All Along?
The Agatha All Along, there is one per case.
Mm-hmm.
We interrupt this program, one per case. And then the plexiglass cards in the middle. I brought a few of those to show you.
Yes, this is what I want to see.
These are beautiful.
Oh, wow, they are nice. Are they
Upper Deck's
thick?
putting a lot of these in there. Yeah, they are thick.
That's nice.
I opened up some hockey product recently, and they're doing a little bit more of this as well in their artifacts product. I think this will be one of the new kind of manufactured hits they're putting out.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 images of these guys, and then this is a quote unquote, I guess you would say, case hit, a duel. So
Oh, wow,
there's
okay.
Darcy and Monica.
Nice. Okay. It feels weird seeing a duel when it's not an auto. I don't know. Don't know why.
Yeah, but I think that's, and I know we're going to get into that, but as they said on the podcast here, the guys at Upper Deck, they can't jam in as many autographs as they used to, or at least they're choosing not to spend money on the production, right? That was what Grant and the team said.
Yeah.
On some of the lower end signers because they want to get the big ones because they hear us, and which I appreciate. I think I look at Star Wars and I think what Topps has kind of done with Fanatics, you don't see a lot of the big signers anymore like we used to.
Yeah.
But Upper Deck's gone the other route. They've gone and made that the priority, and they've said that on the podcast here. You can see it in the checklist. You see it in the product and the early releases and the drops on eBay even. And so they've come up with creative ways to try to find different inserts. And
that is beautiful, though.
Pardon me?
That is a beautiful card.
Yeah, and like to try to put the set of these together, this will be something that'll probably pop on ePack, and someone will probably turn it into an achievement. And there are autograph versions of these as well, Ian. They're really nice looking cards.
So we just mentioned it. So I'm flipping between. Oh, hang on. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Let me minimize what I was doing there. You didn't tell me you had one of those. Hold that up again.
Sorry. That's the Agatha All Along.
Nice. So is that plexi?
No, it's just a
Oh, it's
very
just a pattern.
very cool looking foil card. They're not numbered. I kind of
Okay.
wish they were numbered, being a case hit, but
Yeah.
because
I'm
again,
trying
if
to
you're
get a
gonna open up,
sense of it. I'm trying to get a sense of it because you got it in the penny sleeve. Let's see what that foiling is like. Oh wow. Oh, that is nice.
yeah,
That's kind of
and
like
the
a
Wanda
shimmer
ones are
curtain
nice
effect.
too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shimmer curtain. Listen to me with my theatrical background. Um, right. I'm just going to go back to the sell sheet because
Okay,
I'm all about this sell sheet because this sell sheet got me very excited. So it did exactly what it was supposed to do. So you mentioned that there were autograph versions of those plexis, and that
there,
we talked about it on the IG. What I would hoped to have pulled an autograph plexi would have been
yeah,
absolutely gorgeous because it's just something a bit different.
hmm
Rather than the autograph being, I mean, obviously they're all sticker autos still. Um, I like that, and that is interesting. That for you just showed me it just doesn't come across. It looks so much better in real life.
No, and I
Uh,
think was it the Shang-Chi sell sheet had inserts like that as well. I think there's going to be some really cool inserts coming out of
yeah,
Shang-Chi as well.
Shang-Chi is going to be an interesting set. So film sales, here we go. So we have 6 decades, no, 5 decades. Five,
Mm.
hang on, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. No, 6 decades. And noughties. And then, of course, there are autograph versions of the film sales as well. Are they numbered, the autograph version?
I have one. It is not numbered.
Ah, okay. Interesting. That's interesting. So that could impact on the value, possibly.
Could. Yeah.
Possibly, because the numbered stuff seems to be the stuff that adds value. Now, these are more limited the higher up you go. So the 90s and the noughties ones are the
Yes,
more
the 90s
short
ones
print.
are short prints. The 2000s are super short prints.
Great. Okay, gotcha. Um, Now I pulled two of these. I'm not sure how many there are per decade, but I pulled two of these in the box. I got a 90s Agatha,
That's
which is
nice.
cool.
That's nice.
I just like the colouring on it. And I pulled a 70s Vision. And Paul Bettany with 70s hair is quite frankly horrific, but funny to watch nonetheless. So you did a case, so you'd have got quite a few of these, I imagine.
Quite a few, and I got a lot of vision in my case. A lot of the different decades.
Really? Okay.
In my case, I think I only pulled one Wanda film cell,
Oh,
but
interesting.
I did pull a Monica Rambeau autograph film cell.
Oh, stop it.
Is that great?
Wow. That is beautiful. Now
Yeah.
that's the first time signing, yeah? Because
Yes.
obviously she's not been in anything before WandaVision.
Yeah, Tiana
Uh,
Paris. She's fantastic.
that is beautiful. Let's see the back. That's nice.
So again, if you're opening up packs and you see a film cell and you go, "Oh, it's a film cell," know that there's a lot more description on the back as you're looking to see to cheat to see, oh, is it an autograph before you actually reveal it.
Yes, you're right, because that's what
Yeah.
a regular film cell looks. Yeah, you get loads more verbiage, don't you? Look at that.
Yeah. But
There's a
she
lot
was
more
one that I
real
really
estate.
wanted to get, and one of our buddies in the group here, Ryan, he I think as the same time I was buying my case, he went and jumped and bought one of her autographs on eBay. And his is one of the newer versions. I think when she gets her powers, I said, "Oh, maybe I should wait. Maybe
Ah,
but this one's
what's her
neat."
character name when she gets her? Is it Spectrum?
No, you know what? I just looked it up so I could be educated on the top, and I didn't.
Someone
Marvel
will
Card
tell us.
Collectors podcast. Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
gonna say,
someone will
"Oh,
tell us. Someone will tell us, I'm sure. Um, and then yeah, so you've got different versions of the auto. So I'm chopping around here. I wish I could have this as a permanent thing.
it is Spectrum,
Uh,
right?
it
Spectrum.
is. It is. There we go. So we have these. You've got different types. So you got the film cell ones. Then you've got warped reality, classic sitcom, picturesque signatures, and then you've got these dual ones as well,
Woo, woo,
which look fantastic. And then we do have inscription ones too, I believe,
yeah,
which I don't think they show an image of here, which is okay because I do believe you can show us an inscription one, can you?
that's true. Catherine
Oh,
Haas, Agatha, all
nice.
along.
That is nice. Look at that.
Yeah,
How
that's
I bet you couldn't get it into that one touch quick enough.
I was sitting in the shop and I said, the fella next to me, I go, man, this is the one. This is the one. Got to get a one touch on that right away.
Nice.
Not numbered, but that's, I think, the beauty of it, in one way. I like numbered cards,
Yeah.
but I also think it adds to the scarcity of it. And
Yeah.
this is more limited.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. None of the Spider-Verse. You think about it, not outside of Black Diamond, Endgame wasn't numbered in the autos.
True.
Nor was Infinity War. In fact, I don't think any of the sets were. Black
They
Panther
did
wasn't.
the exquisite autographs were numbered in Endgame, and
They
then
were.
Spider-Man No Way, Spider-Man Far From Home, they numbered the Obsidian Diamond autographs.
Oh, okay. Are they the ones with the gem in the middle?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't have any of those. That set is kind of I'm a little, but that was a lot slimmer in terms of the autos, if I remember that set.
Yeah, and that's one I've been a little tenacious with. I pulled a Tom Holland out of 25.
Oh, stop it.
And then from there, I said, I got to get it everybody. So I went and got Jake Gyllenhaal that was a big trade ordeal. And I've gotten the other guy, Brad Davis. So I just need Colby Smulders for that.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So listen, I like the set. I really do. I probably, much as I'm tempted to build one of these very shiny foil board parallel sets, I probably won't. Simply because I'll run out of steam and I'll get bored and I'll go off and start barking up another tree. But also I'll remind myself that I don't really have room to keep sets anymore, like full sets like that. But what I will probably do is try and rainbow out a couple of these puppies.
Yeah, some of the nice images, Wanda.
Some of the nicer images, Wanda. I'll probably choose. I might even choose like one image per character of the main cast, and just like try and rainbow out something like that. But yeah, I mean, they're beautiful. In fact, thinking about it, I may well kind of see if the same image has been used in that San Diego Comic-Con set.
Oh,
because they get, it may well be they've used the image of the character in the same photo, but just in a different card
will you
design.
try to go after some of the autographs? Maybe once it hits EPAC.
Oh, absolutely, I will. I mean, bearing in mind I am extremely poor, it'll be a long game for that on me, I think.
I would like to show you. I did pull this. This was out of the loose box. So in my case,
I
pulled Catherine Hahn, Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau, and then Mr. Hart, Vision's boss. Those are my 3 autographs in the case.
Yeah.
I purchased some loose boxes, and here's an
oh, nice. Nice. Now did he sign for any of the X-Men? In fact, did those X-Men movies get sets?
I don't think the new ones did.
They didn't, did they?
No.
There's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Cool. I would love. All right, here we go. Let's play fantasy trading card sets.
Right.
A first class trilogy trading card set, high end, with dual autos of James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Here's the tough thing, and I don't mean to
and triples with Jennifer Lawrence.
There you go. They sold it to Disney, so now Disney holds it. They're not going to go out and say, you know what, hold off the MCU releases and dig back into the past when you didn't have the rights. So that might be tough. I think your best shot would be
multiverse. Everything's on the table with multiverse.
Yep.
So who knows? I mean, they managed to combine the original X-Men trilogy with the First Class trilogy.
True.
In Days of Future Past. Yeah. You have Wolverine stomping around. Wolverine has now been confirmed to make an appearance in Deadpool 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's connective tissue there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'll give you my little review of the set.
Yeah. Tell me, what did you think?
Pleasantly surprised. Going through a case, I feel like I had been saving up, setting money aside for a while, honestly, for Allure. And with that being delayed, I said, okay, then I'll shift the money and I'll have to continue to save for Allure now. But putting the money towards then WandaVision, opening up the case and getting, I feel like a true case hit. And seeing so many different cases, there's a really good autograph, Ian, perhaps a great autograph in every case. And card products just don't do that anymore. And I think I am seeing a pattern in these WandaVision case breaks where you get 3 autographs or a sketch in there where one is fantastic, one is really good, and one is kind of a C or D list type of autograph. There is then value with parallels. You have the case hits with the plexiglass. I'm impressed with, after waiting almost a full year and a half for the first MCU product to hit shelves since Black Diamond. I'm really enjoying what they packed into WandaVision, considering all the challenges around card production right now.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I like like I said, I like the design. Excuse me, sorry. I like the design conceit of the show, just the visuals of it.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit, I'm very much like that with a lot of the Disney Plus shows. They've all got such a different visual style and tone and identity to it, to each other. I like the fact that they've played around with it, and it's kind of, like I said, I think it's an easy swing. All of this stuff perfectly works with a trading card format.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The images,
Absolutely.
the design, the decade stuff. They were already doing decade stuff in non-MCU sets,
Right.
Marvel Ages. So it's kind of a no-brainer to port that over. And as for the foil boards, they're absolutely stunning. But yeah, listen, I'd love the autos to be more common, but I get that it's a case of we either can't afford them or we afford them, but they're just rarer.
Yeah, and again, I can't reiterate enough. I grew up collecting sports cards, and so when I switched over to non-sport, you try to pull a Patrick Mahomes autograph now, good luck. It's too tough. They make them, maybe 5 Mahomes cards in each product that comes out, and if you want to get your hands on one on the secondary market, I mean, we think getting an Elizabeth Olsen card for $800 to $1,000 to $1,100, first pricing out of this is tough. You're gonna have to sell your house to buy a Patrick Mahomes autograph
Yeah,
card.
of course.
When I tell sports card collectors, that I'm into this, they say, well, what kind of cards do you get? And I go through the list of the actors' autographs and actresses' autographs. They go, oh, wow. Oh, wow. And I think Upper Deck's not just keeping up their end of the bargain for collectors like me who want those top autographs that I know you do as well. They're relatively more easy to get. They're easier to get than sports cards autographs, which I think is
much. Yeah. And listen, I know people have had it good for quite a while in terms of box pricing for Marvel. And I know that there's all sorts of shenanigans going on with the distribution system where the retailers are obviously making the bulk of that money and they're pumping it up and all this sort of stuff and yada, yada, yada. But the price of this, admittedly, it's a gamble because those autos are pretty thin. But it's no less of a gamble than some of the sports products that cost 3-4 times for this kind of level of set.
Yeah, and a lot of the sports products are priced now for breakers. And
yes.
I don't know if this necessarily always lends itself like sports products do to breakers. I think that's why we see Upper Deck shifting so much of this product in the entertainment side to EPAC, which then gets at the core collectors like we are, to just keep coming back and buying it. But I look at another, like I said, a comparable asset in what Fanatics and Topps have with Star Wars. And I like collecting the new trilogy autographs. Good luck collecting some of the top ones. Poe Dameron, never signed for Topps. Oscar Isaac, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega. Boyega signed a bunch, but I mean, if you want to get a Daisy Ridley now, or even the actor who played Chewbacca, I mean, it is really hard to get the actors and actresses you want. It's almost exclusively background characters and not even from the movies anymore, Ian. It's a lot of the cartoons.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that on breaks.
It's rough.
Like, what's going on?
When you open this product, everybody they got. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. They're tough to get. Yes, the price point was tough. When I went in and bought those secondary boxes, I haggled my shop owner a little bit. I said, hey, how about cutting a couple bucks off? Oh, Brad, the prices we're looking online. Here's what the online retailers have. I said, back to probably buy more, but there's value packed in there. It is a risk, but that's what card opening is.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Depending on your goal, if that's your goal, if your hit is your auto, if you're building some sets, these are just nice and fun. And there are plenty of people out there building the sets. And plenty of people out there will be saying, oh, it's a 2 film cell box. That's rough. And it is if you're chasing an auto.
Yeah.
But if you're chasing film cells, if they're your bag, because everyone collects differently. So, I know we always say that. But
I will say this, though, Ian.
The quality
we talked about this off camera beforehand. I think this will be interesting. nobody loves a 2 film cell box when you are looking for an autograph, or even if you're looking to get some value back. But something you and I, talk about occasionally. What would be then a secondary hit that
Mm,
would satisfy the appetite? And maybe with how well the group does in kind of communicating, maybe we challenge our fellow Marvel card collectors to come
yeah,
up with ideas. I think that'd be maybe a wise
yeah,
way to do it.
absolutely. I
Upper Deck
think,
hears us, which is cool. They're in the group. They see it.
yeah, I do. I think, I tell you what, I think the challenge they've got with these is from what I understand, the actors are wanting more for the
Right.
autographs, so it's costing them more to get them. So kudos to them for actually getting every single major cast member from this show, and I believe that's also true for Hawkeye coming up. Um, from what I also understand, costume relics and that kind of thing is pretty much off off the table now, because a lot of that's being kept for kind of exhibits and things like that. So I don't think they're not even made available to them to be able to buy, to cut up and stuff like that, which is a real shame for me because I love that sort of thing.
Love those. I
So it's
love
like,
them.
what else? And if you look at the inventiveness of some of their other products, the President's ones, the Wild West ones, the Goodwins especially, there's a whole host of stuff that's done in those sets that could be done in these sets. Um, Admittedly, some of it would still be manufactured,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be a film cell, if that
Right.
makes sense. There's some fun stuff you can have. I mean, they've done. They went for a whole slew of non-MCU stuff that had patches, and patches are kind of as Marmite as film cells for a lot of people. Um, but you can, I mean, let's think about this. Westview. I mean, you could have printed a map as like a false relic kind of thing and put that
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I'm sure scripts still exist. I remember some of the Rittenhouse sets had sections of script.
That would be neat. And you could
There
go
are other there are
figures if
other
you wanted.
types of relic that you can get that's a remnant of a production. It doesn't have to be a costume. Um, there's quite a few Bond sets have got segments of business cards. Now, admittedly, business cards aren't in every show and might not exist. But what I'm saying is, there's stuff that could be done. What if there was some of the on set stuff?
Yeah.
Like fabric from some of the stuff that was on set. There's a whole range of things that could be done that isn't like an actor worn costume
Very true.
that gives people the flavor of the production, something unique from the production.
I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got relic cards from Lost. That it's not a costume. I mean, there are plenty of costume cards in Lost, and there's plenty of all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've even got a piece of the plane embedded in a
Wow.
card, and it's really thick. Um, and I've got the variant version that's signed by Greg Grunberg, who played the pilot in
Oh,
Lost.
yeah. Yeah.
But the most interesting Lost card I have is where they filmed the actors filling a jar full of sand from the beach where they film it,
Yeah.
and that photo is on the card, and the card has sand in a little acetate window in the card.
That is neat.
And it's just like something just different and fun and unique. And it's I mean, all this stuff is manufactured when you think about it. But what I'm saying is that's an actual genuine piece of the set, even though it happens to be a beach.
Upper Deck did that for their golf sets. They put some of the
Yeah,
sand from bunkers at
yeah.
tournament sites.
So what I'm saying is you can do stuff that's not autograph, that's not costume relic, that's still authentically from the production process.
Yeah.
I'm just, that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, I've joked about this before, and I'm sure the animal rights people will be after me, but I'm up for a bit of alligator Loki being embedded in my card.
Well, what was it? The Guardians of the Galaxy set that had the green screen basically suits
Rocket.
for
Yeah,
the stunt actors.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that cracks me up. The Rocket actually had, because there is someone actually physically there on set playing
Yeah.
Rocket, and they have some clothing on. So, and that was what made it into the cards. I love that sort of thing. But I don't think I think they could have made more of a thing of it
Yeah. Well,
as
yeah.
well. So I don't know. So there's definitely stuff they can do. Because I have, I think there'll be a little bit of and I got this when I was looking through the sell sheets on the preview episode we did a couple of months back. There's a little bit of a cookie cutter on some of the ones coming up, like the Captain America one, Falcon and Winter Soldier, rather, is going to be very similar to this.
Yes.
I think you're going to have the same kind of structure. You're going to have a base, you're going to have some colored inserts, you're going to have some easy chase, and you're going to have some one per box chase. There'll be some numbered stuff. And then, of course, there's the autos. I can't remember if there's film cells in that. I think there are. But it's going to be very similar. Right or wrong, I don't know. A lot of people don't dig it. A lot of people will.
We're seeing, I think, we're seeing the goals that they're putting forward, and one of the biggest ones was getting the big signers. I'm gonna get a bunch of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I have an Anthony Mackie autograph that I got from a Black Diamond break, but I would love to get an Anthony Mackie autograph in his Captain America suit. Right
now, did your Anthony Mackie, was it the inscription one?
No, it's a gemography from Black Diamond.
Oh, that's right. I've got 2 of those now, gemography.
Wow.
Bottom end characters, but I think that's all I'm going to have to live with, because the gemography have dried up. They're not out there at all. No, I got a Wong, and I got a what's the guy's name from Incredible Hulk?
Oh, the
Tim Blake Nelson.
Yeah, Tim Nelson.
Yeah. But they're beautiful. And Wong, I'll take a Wong any day.
Love Wong. We love Wong.
Yeah, he's all over the place. I mean, he's probably been in more Marvel films than Robert Downey Jr. at this point.
He's getting close.
Yeah, he's getting close. More Marvel properties, should we say? What with She-Hulk and Shang-Chi and goodness knows what else. So let's look ahead. So we got Falcon and Winter Soldier coming up. So you'd like another Mackie. Who else would you like on that one if you were lucky enough?
Some of the other new actors and actresses that jumped in there. I know they brought some back, like Emily Van Camp signing again. Sebastian Stan is signing again. I am fortunate. I have a couple of those. I have one Emily. I think 2 Sebastian Stans.
I think I've got the same actually. Yeah.
So I think to get some of the new additions to it, some of that's again where I would be fine opening up some secondary background characters. There. Maybe some of these new plexi inserts of Wilson as Captain America. I think that's going to be the biggest draw for me. Anthony Mackie, just in that suit, he's such a cool guy. He actually I interviewed him once. He was in Detroit shooting 8 Mile. He's shot a couple movies here. He's a cool dude, and I think he's going to take over that mantle well. So seeing some of his cards in that new suit will be really cool.
Cool. Don Cheadle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got to get a Don Cheadle.
I got Don Cheadle.
And purely from an aesthetic, I can't remember if he's in it. I'd love a Daniel Bruhl auto. It's Baron Nemo.
Yes.
Baron Zemo? I was going to say Baron Nemo then. That's someone else entirely. Baron Zemo. I joked about this, but here's where you could do a fun insert, because I don't think that they're doing it because it wasn't on the solicitation thing. But if they don't do a lenticular of Zemo doing his dance in the nightclub, it's kind of an easy win. It's like, why wouldn't you do that? And also, I don't know if he's signing, because I don't have the sell sheet in front of me, but Carl Lumley, from a nostalgia point of view, because he was in Cagney and Lacey back in the day, and I loved him in that. So I think it's great that he's, he had such a good, strong role in that. And the guy who played US Agent, Kurt Russell's son, can't remember his name now. Wyatt Russell.
That'd be a good one. The Don Cheadle, I forgot he was signing for that, because he signed for Space Jam, and I traded for a redemption autograph of Don Cheadle, and I'm waiting on that to be redeemed.
Nice. I think they got a twofer on that one. Which is why I think Haley, I'm going to show it, because I didn't get an auto from this box, but I did from the last one. This is why I think they got her to sign for. Obviously, it's the stickers, so they got them to sign for that one and for Hawkeye probably at the same time.
Well, and I think Cheadle should be in Allure too.
He is. Yeah, we saw that on the. But I think if I remember correctly, I think it was going to be Grant and the Upper Deck guys, when we spoke to them, couldn't tell us which set would be you'd see first with those actors in, because they didn't know which would make it through production because everything was so up in the air. So who knows? Allure might even still pop before Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I get the vibe Falcon and Winter Soldier is pretty much ready to drop.
That sounds like it, yeah.
So, but hey, so WandaVision, I like it. If you like MCU Disney Plus sets and you collect those, there's a lot in it for you. If you're just chasing the autos, it's going to be rough, I'm afraid. But it's fun. I don't. From what I've pulled, there's 0 issues on the QA for the set.
Oh no, cards are great.
Every card's
and I know
beautiful.
that's so easy for people to jump down companies' throats, but no, the ding corners, that's not. I didn't have
these. I mean, these films has a thick, so effectively they've got 8 corners, and they're crisp as anything. So beautiful. I'll put these in top loaders as soon as we're finished because I don't have any here. But no, I love it. I really do. I'm glad I got to experience it, and I've got some blasters coming, so I'll probably wait until they're here, see what I end up with, and make some decisions as to what I go for. Because what can you do? Thank you, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
I love having you on to talk MCU stuff because I know you really dig it and you're so passionate about it, and you do it with your kids as well.
Yeah, we do. We opened a couple on my Facebook channel, and I'm messaging you as soon as I open up. Ian, look what I got, and I always forget the time difference. Are you sleeping? Are you awake?
Oh, don't worry about that because my phone's on mute overnight now because it was too much. But no, I am. My daughter's into the card thing, and she's 7 now. I think yours are a little younger, and she's. I mean, you've seen us. We've done a few now where she's opened some stuff up, but she doesn't watch any of the MCU stuff because she's too young.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, she's not into the live action stuff yet, really.
But I think you and I come from a similar mindset where there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, I really want to." We get those messages on eBay or somebody seeing me out of the blue. I really want this card for my kid. Can you give me some money off? That is not what you and I are doing here. This is something on the side. Once we bought the cards, it's just a together bonding experience.
I had to hide this for the longest time, and then she came in here and accidentally saw it, and she wanted it, and I was like, "I'm sorry." This is Daddy's collection.
My daughter's 4, and the kids love Spidey. So if you got a Ghost Spider card, I'm like, I'll find another one for you because I pulled Haley Stein up as well. I'm like, that one's got to stay upstairs in Dad's part.
I tell you what I am doing, and I'm probably about those lenticulars in the Spideyverse set.
Oh yeah.
I have on EPAC have been getting just one of each of the main Spider-Verse characters to ship home to give to her because she'll dig those lenticulars. She really will. The one I pulled of Kingpin doesn't move at all because it's just black with a head floating in the air. So it's kind of the least effective lenticular ever. But no, she'll dig them and she'll love it and she'll cherish them. And she opens stuff and she goes, "Is this a rare one?" I think that's how she phrases it. She goes, "Is this a rare one?"
That's wonderful.
And she loves it. She loves it. She gets so excited.
And that's the fun that these Marvel cards can provide, right?
Yeah. So, but I don't think I'll do the WandaVision blasters with her on the thing because she doesn't know the products and some of the images, will be a bit. We opened some here at Marvel. There's a Panini set, and we opened some today just because I got some more from the store. It's one of the blessings of that set being available in the UK because it's a Panini one, so you won't get it in the US. It's Marvel Versus, so it's comic art. And it's reused comic art. And we opened some packs, and there were several ones in there, like Lady Deathstrike and Morbius, that she said, "Oh no, that's a scary one. Oh no, that's a scary one. You're that, Daddy." She's like, and out of 5 packs, she got no female characters, the female characters that she recognized. So she was a bit like, So I'm going to go and open some more with her now. All right, my friend, you enjoy your Sunday, enjoy your NFL. This will be so dated, but we Nolan and I referenced Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and the episode came out 3 weeks after it. So, what are you going to do?
Round of applause for Norin, by the way. A round of applause for Norin.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's off doing his thing. So good luck to him. He'll always be welcome here and is part of the DNA of this podcast. So anyway, you go off, enjoy your Sunday. Are you working? Do you actually, because I know Detroit
today
didn't make the playoffs, but are you actually working? Are you doing any reporting on the NFL stuff?
Not today. I'll be in tomorrow.
Okay, good. All right. Well, enjoy. Come back soon. you remember how we sign off the episode, don't you? It's going to put you on the spot now. If not, I can do it because I didn't exactly prepare you for this beforehand, did I?
Didn't, my friend. You're going to have to do
it. All right, guys. Brad, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And enjoy collecting, everyone. See you next time.